Well, good evening tonight here from the Lions Den in Tyler, Texas. 2024-2025 school year is here, and our first game of the calendar year, it is the Tyler High Lady Lions versus the Longview Lady Lobos on the volleyball court. Good evening, everyone, and I'm Maurice Landon here with Tyler ISD Athletics, ready for another season of sports within Tyler ISD. Longview and Tyler High, old district rivals. Longview moving up to 6A this season, so they're no longer in the same district, but they match up in their first contest of the year on this Tuesday afternoon from the Rose City. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for both sides. You're watching Tyler High Lady Lion Volleyball right here on YouTube. Well, we are just about ready to go here from the Rose City at the Lions Den. A couple old rivals in Longview and Tyler High going at it here on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm Maurice Landon with Tyler ISD Athletics. Well, this is the first of two contests Tyler High will play here tonight. They'll play Kilgore at 7:30. In between that, Longview will take on Kilgore, that one with a 6:30 start time. As we get ready for this one, Longview onto the floor. They are in the green uniforms with the yellow trim. Tyler High in the all-black uniforms with the blue and the white trim. So just about ready to get started on the floor for Tyler High to begin things. It looks like Anaya Hansen, Latasia Hambrick, as well as Jaslyn Duran, Marilyn Cardenas, Kaylin McLean. And the final Tyler High starter, I believe that is Anaya Johnson. On the floor for Longview to start this one. Looks like it'll be Jahira Hunter as well as Trinity Jackson. Danashia Johnson also on the floor. It's about to be served up by Jaslyn Duran as she puts it over, and it is down off the ricochet off the net. 1-0 Lions. They get the first points of the young season. So Tyler High with the early lead. Duran back to get it again. Longview attacking from the right side, and looks like a foul against Tyler High. So it'll go against Johnson, and it's tied 1-1. So on the floor right now for Tyler High, Johnson, she's a senior. Cardenia, she's a junior. Hansen, a junior. Hambrick, a senior. Duran, a junior. And then rounding out the lineup is McLean. She is a junior. Lady Lobos taking their time here. Tyler High's got to dig it out. Nice dig that time. Duran back over the mill. Johnson a little flip over the net. Nothing doing. Johnson another quick flip over the net. Longview digs it out. Here's a spike attempt, and there it is. Jaharia Hunter with the point that time. It is 2-1 Lobos. Hunter, a 5'8" junior. She's in that middle blocker spot right now. She'll kind of play all over the floor. So 2-1 Longview if you're just joining us. The Lady Lobos last year 11-3 in the district. That same district with Tyler High, District 15 in 5A. But Longview moving up to 6A this year. As there's a ace for Longview. And over the net here, Corral. Hambrick goes for the spike, can't get it. Dug out by Longview. This is going to be a tough one, but they do get it back over the net. Set up here for Johnson. Johnson with the spike in the carom. There's a point for Tyler High. Johnson, a first-team all-district performer last year. She has her first points of the young season, a senior for Tyler High. It's a senior-laden group, although the starting lineup features plenty of juniors. Some substitutions here for Tyler High as serving it over Natalie Garcia-Tilley, and it's too far. Garcia-Tilley, the senior defensive specialist, into the game for the first time. Tyler High under the direction of their new first-year head coach in Dawn Stewart, who has won a whole lot of games and coached a whole lot of years around East Texas, a former player, nearly 25 years of playing and coaching experience, almost 500 career wins. As there's an ace for Longview. I'll go to Denasha Johnson, 5'6" senior. Serving off that back line for Longview. Longview last year, as I mentioned, 11-3 in the district. They were second overall in the district, 22-13-1. That's 22 wins, 13 losses, 1 tie overall. You can see the other games going on tonight on the bottom of your screen. Tyler Legacy playing across town. They've got a pair of games as well tonight, taking on Gilmer at the moment, then White House as point goes to Longview. It's now 6-2 in favor of the Lady Lobos. Stewart's group looking for some continuity in the starting lineup as the year goes on, but a lot of new faces. And Stewart tries to punch the right lineup combination in. Here's a little touch pass over the net, dug out by Tyler High. Back over, just into the game, and hitting it over is Sanaya Warren. And over, nice play by Hambrick. Now near the net, Johnson, and she tried the touch and couldn't get it over the net. Point Longview. So Longview with all the momentum here early, and Stewart is going to call timeout. So Tyler High takes their first timeout of the set. Longview leading this one 7-2. You're watching Tyler High Lady Lion Volleyball right here on YouTube. Back out of the break, Longview getting ready to serve it over. The middle, and there's another point for the Lady Lobos. 8-2 game here early. Tyler High in a deep hole. This is a program that's really struggled over the last couple of years, trying to find their way back into prominence. As this one just grazes the net, an unfortunate carom there for the Lady Lions. As Longview continues to push the snowball down the hill. Serving again. And finally a point for the Lady Lions. So now they get 9-3 here early. Early start time, fans still arriving into the Lions Den. This is my first time calling volleyball here within Tyler ISD. We'll have the game later against Kilgore. That is a 7:30 Central start time. As looks like we have an infraction against Longview here. And the point will go to Tyler High. So 9-4. This Tyler High team, when you look at it by the numbers based on seniors, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors. But plenty of juniors in there as well. It's a glut of juniors on this roster, 6 of them. 1 sophomore and 1 freshman. So some experience, but also a couple underclassmen and plenty of juniors. Here's a spike caromed, and the point that time going to Longview's Layla Horton. Horton, a senior. This is a very young team for Longview. I don't know if you could really call it a rebuild. They've had a lot of success, but you look at the roster, it's not super senior heavy. And they have 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores up on the varsity. So 10-4 here early, as a nice block at the net that time by Longview. It looked like the combination of Layla Horton and Alyssa Grissom. Grissom, number 12, the middle blocker. She's just a sophomore. Served over by Kayla Lewis, a senior, and she serves it right into the net. So 11-5 now. Some more substitutions for Tyler High. And it looks like we're going to get our first look at Ryan Vega, the freshman right side hitter. The only freshman on the roster, one of just 2 underclassmen, as that one is served over by Hambrick. Point for Longview. So Longview back with it. Looks like it'll be Landry Tubb to serve this one up. There's one tipped up in the air, and point for Longview once again. So Landry Tubb back to serve now. Plays a lot of different positions, one of 3 freshmen on the roster. So not only just youth on the roster for Longview, it's also on the floor right now. And in these preseason non-district games, you can really afford to do that, as there's another ace. Lady Lions unable to dig that one out. It is 14-5 here early. Chaka Jackson leading this Lady Lobo club, assisted by Latasha Jacobs and Jordan Thomas, as this one just barely over the net, and it is out of bounds. Point for the Lady Lions. Still here in the first set, just underway. Some more substitutions for Tyler High. It looks like Anaya Hansen is back into the matchup. Hansen, as well as Kaylin McLean, and then Ryan Vega up on that front line for Tyler High. There's a hit in the middle of the Lady Lion defense by Horton. Hambrick now to Vega. Vega just gets it over. Now into the middle, and a nice dig out on the hit that time by Alyssa Grissom, and the hit over corralled. Hansen tries to block. A nice job to dig it out by Hambrick. Hambrick to Vega. Vega hits it into the middle, and there's her first points on the varsity for the Lady Lions. The freshman who attended Bolter Middle School in North Tyler gets her first points in a Tyler High uniform. That'll make it 14-7. Cardenas hits it over here. Now into the middle. Great job to dig it out by Cardenas. And Longview will ultimately get the point. But a nice effort there by Marilyn Cardenas, the junior. Defensive specialist playing on that back line. We just mentioned the front line. Also on that back line right now for Tyler High is Hambrick. One of 4 three-sport athletes on this team is Hambrick. More on that later. As here's a nice kill that time by Denosha Johnson. And Longview just continues to extend that lead. It looked like Tyler High had gained some momentum for just a moment. Longview takes it right back. Layla Horton is going to serve here. As Chaka Johnson talking with the referee on the right side. And actually, it looks like this point is going to go back to Tyler High. Regardless, Tyler High back to serve here. To put it over is Kaylin McLean. And the point here goes to Longview. So it was a reversal of that last play. So Tyler High did get credit for the point before they served. Serving now, Alyssa Grissom. Back in the blue paint. Another substitution for Tyler High. Kamani Rollins back into the game. So we'll have a serve here. Tyler High setting up. Here's an attack from the right side. Hambrick hitting into the wall. Dug out by Longview. Now Denosha Johnson back over, tries to cross-court it, but it's too far, and the point goes to Tyler High. 17-9 here. Opening set on this Tuesday afternoon. That's going to quickly go into night. A tri-match. Remember, after this one, a 5:30 start time, or rather a 6:30 start time. My apologies. It is Kilgore and Longview, so Longview will play their 2 and they'll get out as the serve is hit straight into the net that time by Tyler High's Jaslyn Duran. So Longview will be done after the second game, which will immediately follow this, and then Tyler High and Kilgore at 7:30. You can find that one right here on Tyler ISD Athletics. New link, but just check on our channel. It will be there. You'll also get the chance to see some other games that we're going to have on Thursday. It's an early start time, a noon start time in the Tyler ISD tournament, covering Tyler Legacy Volleyball. Here's a quick hit over the net, and a nice job with deception there. It looked like Duran that time, able to kind of deke out the defense. So Tyler I draws a little bit closer. It's still going to take a mountain of a comeback to take this set. But Dawn Stewart in her first game for the Lions, certainly not wanting to let that one just slip completely away, keeping up with the substitutions. Back into the game, here comes Sanaya Warren, the only sophomore on this club. Nice job that time to dig it out by Audrey Orban for Longview. Now over to Hambrick. Hambrick, a free ball over the net. Some miscommunication there from Longview. It looked like Layla Horton and Denosha Johnson, they didn't know which one wanted it. Horton ended up hitting it, but that one obviously goes out of bounds. So back-to-back points here for the blue and white. Hitting it over here is Natalie Garcia-Tilley. Longview, a free ball over the net. Tyler High setting up, and a quick hit over the net. Crowd, Longview at the net, and there's a point for Jaharia Hunter. Junior set up right in front of the net. That was an easy one. So 19-11 now. Like I said, you'll see the games on Thursday on our YouTube channel. Brownsboro and Tyler High, or rather Tyler Legacy, excuse me, as miscommunication on the other side this time. Hambrick not on the same page as Garcia Tilly, Point Longview. But Brownsboro and Tyler Legacy, that is a noon start time. Waiting to serve here, Longview. Tyler High working the right side. A strong hit that time by Hambrick, put too much mustard on it. It's 21-11, so closing in on the victory in the set is Longview, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Last timeout by Tyler High here in this first set. It is 21-11 in favor of the Lady Lobos. Take a short break. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. Back quickly out of the timeout, 21-11. Tyler High just burning their last timeout of the set. Ready to get back to it. Longview to serve it. Donasha Johnson gets it over, and we have a violation against the Lady Lions. So it got as close as 7 here late in the set, but 4 unanswered now for Longview. Just 3 away from taking set number 1. JV games going on in the other gym here at Tyler High. Well, one of the other gyms, but those are going on right now. Same 3 teams. Here's a block at the net and straight down. Nice job that time. The combination of Nikeli Johnson as well as Jaharia Hunter. Longview 5 in a row, 23-11. Johnson gets it over. She's had a lot of success. Setting up here, Hambrick, too much on it. Point Longview. Hambrick's got the right idea. She's attacking aggressively at the net, but the last couple have had just way too much on them. And it is match point here for Longview. Rather, set point. Johnson to serve it again. The senior. They do have some seniors, 4 of them on this Longview team, but a big roster. 14 players and just 4 seniors. One of them, Johnson, trying to seal the deal. Over the net, spiked right down. Jaharia Hunter, she had a big first set. And Longview, they are going to take set number 1, a commanding 25-11 edge over the Lady Lions. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the second set here from the Lions Den in the Rose City. 25-11 in set number 1. Longview takes the 1-0 lead. We'll be right back. Well, we're back here for set 2 from the Lions Den. Reese Landon here with Tyler ISD Athletics, bringing you all things Tyler ISD Athletics all season long. Our first game of the 24-25 calendar year. Longview and Tyler High here tonight in volleyball. Longview an easy win in the first set, 25-11. The Lady Lobos showed a lot of really what they had going for the past couple of years. It's been a strong program lately in Longview. Last year, 11-3 in the district, 22-13-1 overall. They took a commanding lead in that first set to begin things. I believe they were up 9-2 at one point. Tyler High had some runs, but ultimately was not enough against this Longview club. Coming up after this one, remember, it is Kilgore and Longview at 6:30, and then at 7:30 right here again on Tyler ISD Athletics. You can find us once more. It's Tyler High against Kilgore. That game figures to be a good one. Kilgore and Tyler High, very similar records last season. Tyler High went 11-31. Kilgore went 12-21, but they really struggled in district play. They went just 1-10. So Dawn Stewart's group back on the floor trying to figure out some of the wrongs they had in the first set. And we're about ready to get back to it. On the floor right now for Tyler High. Looks like we have some newcomers on the floor, but as of right now, it looks like Jaslyn Duran as well as Marilyn Cardenas. I believe that's Anaya Hansen, Zanaya Johnson, Latasia Hambrick. I think that's Mackenzie Callow as well. The libero jersey not matching the regular jersey for Tyler High as Longview gets ready to get it over. Hambrick at the net, setting up. Johnson spikes it. A nice job by Longview to corral it as they'll reset it. Here comes a free ball over the net. Longview does get it over. Hit up, Hambrick now over on the left side, and we have a point for Longview. Fraction against Tyler High, and it's 1-0 Lobos. They take the early lead. Serve over here. Hambrick with a free ball and just too much on it. Point Longview. On the floor for the Lady Lobos right now. They have a lot of the glut that really carried them in set 1. They did do some subbing, but they stuck with a lot of the same players. Audrey Orban getting ready to hit it over. She just does. Hambrick, now Johnson. Johnson with the spike. A nice job on the back line by Kayla Lewis. Here's a tap over. Tyler High trying to corral it, but it just kind of pinballs around the middle. And another point here for Longview. They're off to a quick start. On the floor for Longview, though, it's Kayla Lewis, as well as the aforementioned Audrey Orban. Then Layla Horton. Jaharia Hunter, who had a heck of a first set. Danasha Johnson as well. And there's another point for Longview, as well as Nikeli Johnson. Johnson, another freshman. Talked about Landry Tubb earlier, but Johnson, a freshman, she's on the floor to start this set. 4-0 Longview. They are on some type of run right now. They've scored 8 out of 9 of the last points overall. Johnson goes for the spike here for Tyler High. Can't get it. Longview. Now here comes a screaming ball off the hands of Nikeli Johnson. Another point for the Lady Lobos. It is 5-0, and Dawn Stewart wants to talk it over. Timeout, Tyler High, and that'll take us to our first break here in set number 2. 5-0 here to start things off in set 2. Longview over Tyler High. Longview leading 1-0 overall in this, as actually we're going to keep it here. Longview just getting their group right back onto the floor. And more than likely, some substitutions coming, if not now, very soon for the Lady Lions. We'll talk about their upcoming schedule here while we have the moment. After this one, they have the Tyler Invitational Thursday and Friday, potentially Saturday as well, of this week. Next week, they have Tyler Legacy at Tyler Legacy on Tuesday. So the Rose City rivalry on the volleyball court, that'll take place on Tuesday. And then they head to the Van tournament. That is at the end of next week over in Van, Texas. Longview with the ball and served over. Cardenas. Now Duran. Johnson just has to hit a free ball over. Longview will set up. Here's Denasha Johnson, who spikes it right into the floor. It is 6-0 Lady Lobos. They are just taking it and running with it here early. Orban getting ready to hit it over. Gets into the middle of the Tyler High defense. Duran, Hambrick, touch over, can't get it. Orban, now a spike right into the net and actually knocked down, I believe, by Latasia Hambrick. So Tyler High on the board here in set number 2. Their first point of the match. Hambrick, a 3-sport athlete as mentioned, and she has a lot of roots in this school. Her sister Vanaya is within Tyler ISD. She attends Tyler Legacy, as that one's straight into the net. Point for Longview. But her aunt, Shanti Blake, played for John Tyler High School's volleyball team back in the day, right here in the Lions Den. She was a second team District 15 5A selection last year, one of 2 on that all-district team for Tyler High. Here's Cardenas, free ball into the middle. Longview setting up. This is where they've been dangerous, and they just continue to be dangerous. Point for the Lady Lobos, set up nicely, and Layla Horton lays down the hammer. So back to serve again. Denasha Johnson, who kind of started doing that in the middle of the set in set number 1, and it worked well. Tyler High scrambling here defensively. Right side, pounded into the floor. Another point for Longview. It is 9-1 here in set number 2. Well, I don't think there's any doubt about it. The district definitely gets a little bit easier now for Tyler High without a team like Longview in it. There were some additions and subtractions in the district as this one hit into the net. Cardenas just trying to get it over. The district now for Tyler High loses Pine Tree as well as obviously Longview, but they add 3 teams. So the district is now 9 teams instead of the 8 teams before. As Johnson gets it over, dug out by the other Johnson on Tyler High's side, and we have an infraction here against the black and blue jerseys. Point Longview as they continue to just increase their stranglehold here in set number 2. But the new district, 9 teams, welcoming him into the district this year. Jacksonville jumps up from 4A to 5A as they take one of the spots. Also jumping in, Nagadoches. There's a hit over and an infraction against the Lady Lions, 12-1. Also jumping into the district is Lufkin. So it's a Hallsville, Jacksonville, Lufkin, Marshall, Mount Pleasant, Nagadoches, Texas High, Tyler High, White House District. Serve over here by Longview, dug out by Johnson, circling, and that is going to land out of bounds. 13-1 Longview. They have been on an absolute roll, and Dawn Stewart wants to talk it over once again. She'll take another timeout, and we'll take it with her. 13-1 Longview. They're 1-0 overall here in set number 2. You're watching Tyler Lady Lion Volleyball right here on YouTube. We're back here out of the timeout. Longview up big here in set number 2. They won set number 1, 25-11, and up 13-1 here. They look to go up quickly here, 2-0. Here's a spike, caroming off the net, and Tyler High finally gets some momentum. So the timeout works a bit. And the point that time going to Zanaya Johnson, a first-team District 15 5A performer last season. A couple of substitutions here for Tyler High. Back into the game, Ryan Vega, the freshman, as well as Mackenzie Callow, the junior, is into the game here for the first time in set 2. Callow caroms it over. As here's a strong hit from the left side into the back right corner, and another point for Longview. Those points that time going to Layla Horton. So, some substitutions now, pretty frequent here for Longview. Alyssa Grissom back into the game on the front line. Audrey Orban moves up from the center as Kayla Lewis puts that one into the air. Hambrick, Johnson, caroms towards the back line, dug out. Longview set up here. Nice hit into the net, but a nice job by the Tyler High defense, who's had some problems here. And I believe we have an infraction against DHS. So that'll make it 15-2 now. It's back to serve again. Kayla Lewis, one of the 4 seniors. Plays a bunch of different positions, 5'5" senior. She puts it over. Callow. Hambrick. Johnson, the soft tap into the middle. Orban, now here's a soft tap over the net, but Tyler High counters. Orban again. Now back into the middle, Grissom. Caroming all over the net. Longview pulls it out. Now a spike, but too strong, and Tyler High lets it go. 15-3 now. It's another substitution here for the black and blue jerseys. It's Kaylin McLean back into the contest. She's a junior, originally from Cumberland Academy here in Tyler. As another strong hit, but too strong again. So Layla Horton, aggressive as always. Too much on it once more, and it's back-to-back points here for Tyler High. And there's an ace. Zanaya Johnson dropping back that time. And for the first time tonight, Tyler High has 3 points in a row. It is now 15-5. So Johnson drops back once more. Tallest player on this roster. Free ball into the middle. Lewis, now Orban. And too much on it. Kelly Johnson tried to tap it over. Wasn't hit super hard, but hit it too far. So no look now, but it's 4 in a row for Tyler High as Johnson dropping back once more to serve. Orban, spike attempt. Did Tyler High touch it? No, they did not. I thought it might have went off a carom. Instead, Layla Horton's attempted spike goes too far. So it's now 15-7 all of a sudden. It was 15-2 just a couple of moments ago. Longview trying to gain that momentum back. Callow, Vega. Now back to Longview. There's a hit off the right side, caroming near the net. Another carom. Nice job by Vega to dig it out. Tyler High is going to have to get a free ball over, and they do. Nice job. Grissom, tapper at the net, now just barely over the net. This one going on for a while. Callow now hits it, but hits it too strong over the back line. So that'll end a streak of 5 points in a row for Tyler High as Johnson checking out for the first time this set. She's got to be tired. On the floor, it's McLean, Hambrick, Callow, Vega. I believe that's Sanaya Warren as well. Just tips the net that time. Hambrick setting up Vega. And, a nice job by Longview to dig it out, but not enough. Kayla Lewis gave it a good shot, and it's the second points of the match for the freshman, Ryan Vega. who just moved to Texas a couple of years ago. She'll check out of the game now. Certainly a building block for Dawn Stewart, who, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, she's won everywhere she's been. And I mean quite literally everywhere. We'll go over her resume in a second as Duran that time serving into the net. But Dawn Stewart comes in with nearly 500 wins, and I think it's a good bet that she may pick up the 500th win here at Tyler High, as that one too much to the left, point Longview. But her past stops, most recently included at Eastwood. Her most successful run, or rather not Eastwood, Edgewood, my apologies. I'm still figuring out all the East Texas cities. Here's a tapper by, looked like McLean that time, and she got it over for the point, 18-9. But her most successful stop, Dawn Stewart, was at Carthage High School, where she was there for 5 seasons, 2018 to 2022. And how about this? 145 wins in just 5 seasons. This included a state semifinals berth in the 2019 season, and she had an unbeaten district win streak with the Lady Bulldogs, as that one, an ace for Tyler High, unable to be dug out. So 18-10, but a 28-game district win streak in her first 4 seasons. She did not lose a district game in 28 tries. That spanned almost 4 years. Here's a really nice play by McLean at the net. Just the tapper over. Longview wasn't ready. And point to the Lady Lions. So it was 15-2 at one point. It's still a long uphill climb, but Tyler High is definitely back into this one. Gardenius has it. Skies it into the air. Another tapper at the net, and McLean goes for it twice. If it works once, don't fix it. And McLean goes right back to it. Scoreboard here at the Lions Den saying 19-11. I believe it is 18-12. Oh, no, I think they're going to call a net violation on McLean that time, so no point. It is 19-11. Over Duran. Back across, a nice job to dig it out. A tapper at the net. On the right side, Cardenius. Duran, and it looked like Cardenius must have reached over the net. Point for the Lady Lobos, who are starting to increase their strength here in set number 2. Longview swept both matchups last year. Free ball over by Cardenius, a little bit too much on it, almost went over the back line. Duran, McLean, nice play. Kayla McLean is really doing some good stuff at the net right now for Tyler High. She'll check out, and back into the game, Zanaya Johnson. McLean, a junior, also plays outside hitter, but she's seen her success here tonight at the middle blocker position. She's been on the varsity since she was a freshman, as that one served right into the net. 21-12. Looks like some mass substitutions coming here for the Lobos. Out goes the freshman Landry Tubb and the junior Jillian Sides, and a couple of starters back into the game. Audrey Orban, as well as Layla Horton. Orban on the back line, she'll hit it over. And she will not hit it over, actually. It goes straight into the net. Give Tyler High a lot of credit. It was 15-2 at one point in this set, and they could have just laid down and coasted to the end. But ever since that 15-2 start, they've really been rolling. 11-5 in the last 16 overall points. Into the middle, a tapper. A nice job to dig it out by Hambrick, but she flips over and can't get it. Good effort that time by Hambrick, a big basketball player, second team All-District as well in basketball. So second team All-District last season in both basketball and volleyball. He's also on the track team here at Tyler High, but that girls basketball team advancing to the regional quarterfinals last year. Fun run. Here's a tapper by Johnson over the net, but Longview ready for it. Vega, the freshman. Corbin now back over. Karam into the middle. Cardenas has it. Now Hambrick. Now Johnson as she puts it into the floor. Point Tyler High. So 22-14. It would still take a lot to really even make this a tight one here for Longview, but Tyler High is certainly not quitting in the first game under their new head coach, Dawn Stewart, who spent last year at Edgewood, as I mentioned, the 5 previous seasons at Carthage. As attempt to dig it out, and it doesn't work that time for Longview. Point Tyler High. They've really come on strong here lately, and I think if you can look at anything in set 2, if you're Dawn Stewart, I think you just eliminate the first half of the set and take everything after that as a positive. Natalie Garcia-Tilley back into the game as she serves it over, and here's a spike right into Stewart on the right sideline. Looks like she's okay. Gave kind of a fake hurt signal at first. And the point goes to Longview. (23-15). Hambrick, Johnson, Karam's off the net. Heard a whistle somewhere, and Tyler High must have hit the net. Yep, net violation. So that'll make it set point 24-15. Longview getting ready to put it over again. And they do just a little bit too much. Point for the Lady Lions. Now down 8. Johnson goes back behind the back line into the blue paint. That's where she had success today, at least so far. Also done some good things on the front as an attempted kill to end the set. Off the mark that time from Horton. Tyler High stays alive to see another. 24-17. Johnson just gets over the net. It grazed it, and now Kaylin McLean at the net again. Remember, before she subbed out, she was really doing some good things in front of the net, and that time recognizing that she had room for the touch over. As Johnson was about to serve it, did not. She'll get another crack at it, but it's too strong over the back line, and that is going to do it here in set number 2. Longview takes set number 2 here from Tyler High, as that's going to now send us into set number 3 here tonight between Longview and Tyler High. The Lady Lobos leading this one 2-0. They look for the sweep in set number 3. We'll be right back. Back here as we get ready to start set number 3, Longview and Tyler High here on this Tuesday night. Longview, as you can see on your screen, took the first 2 sets. The last one a bit closer, and Tyler High, if not for a disastrous start where they fell behind 15-2, probably find a way to get right back in it, but the 15-2 deficit, too much to overcome. However, something that you can bank on if you're Don Stewart and company. After that 15-2 start, Tyler High did outscore Longview 16-10. Reese Landon here with Tyler ISD Athletics as we get ready for set number 3. Longview in both sets got out to quick starts. They led 9-2 in the first, and then obviously 15-2 in the second. So I think here, if you're the Lady Lions, you just got to find a way to not fall behind big early. As there's a spike into the middle, caroming off the front line of Tyler High, and there's a point for Longview's Jaharia Hunter. So 1-0 Lobos. Reminder, at 7:30, we'll have another match here tonight, Kilgore and Tyler High. Right into the middle, Hambrick. Now over on the side to Anaya Hansen, caromed around, and Tyler High will get the point. Ryan Vega also on the court here to start set number 3. So Coach Stewart putting some faith in her freshman who's had some glimpses here in her first ever varsity match. Some quick subbing here by Tyler High. It looks like it's Johnson as well as Sosa, Mackenzie Callow, Ryan Vega, Latasia Hambrick. I believe that is Sanaya Warren as well on the floor right now for the black jerseys with the blue trim. And a nice job that time by the Tyler High front line. Vega as well as Zanaya Johnson combining to knock that one straight to the floor, and Tyler High has the early 2-1 edge. Well, I just mentioned you just can't fall behind big early. That's what you got to bank on because they've done good things in the back end of the sets, especially in set number 2. Just barely getting that one over was Audrey Orban. Here's Ryan Vega into the net. Nice job by Callow. Fight at the net, and Longview's going to win it. Combination of Jaharia Hunter as well as Denasha Johnson that time. Tied at 2. Johnson to hit it over. Gets it into the middle. Sosa, now Hambrick, a spike, and there's another point for Tyler High's bread and butter. Zanaya Johnson in the middle. The middle blocker. She's moved around today, though. 3-2. Another substitution, Kaylin McLean, who's really done great things off the bench so far. She'll replace Sosa. Johnson. Orban now just tapping over. Tyler High trying to keep it alive. Free ball, and Johnson gets it over. Nice job. Spike into the net. Nice job by Vega and McLean in the front. There they go again, and this time Longview is able to counter. Layla Horton just getting enough of that. Get the point. We're tied at 3. Longview now subbing here early. Jaharia Hunter back to hit it again. Low liner over the net. Hambrick, now Vega. And just barely got it over, but it's out of bounds. So point Longview. They retake the lead 4-3 here in set number 3. Other games going on that you can see on the bottom of your screen. Legacy and Gilmer going at it right now over on South Broadway. There's a nice job at the net by the Tyler High defense. Vega and McLean shoot that one down. We're tied once again at 4. Another substitution here for Tyler High. Out goes Vega. In comes Duran. Jaslyn Duran played her first full season on varsity last year as an underclassman. She was a sophomore last year. Listed as a center. Doesn't move around a ton from that. As here's a quick carom. It looked like Longview with some miscommunication. Point for Tyler High. Duran again gets it over, or rather, no, she doesn't. Straight into the net. But Duran, as I mentioned, her first full season on varsity last year. As a freshman in 2022, interestingly enough, she played at all three levels. She played at the freshman level, the junior varsity level, and the varsity level. Bounced around. Soccer player as well. Callow. Now Duran, and spiked into the net that time by McLean. Point Longview. Lobos with the lead, 6-5 here in set number 3, but for those wearing the blue, you got to feel pretty good about this start compared to their latter two. As nice job that time to save it by Sanaya Warren. Now hit over by Longview. Addison Peegs just into the game. Now here's Zanaya Johnson. Tapper in the middle. Peegs, the freshman, digs it out. Free ball over and too far. Layla Horton just tried to keep it alive but couldn't. We're tied at 6. Callow as well as Warren coming out of the game. Back into the game is Marilyn Cardenius and Anaya Hansen. Cardenius also finished up her first varsity season last year. Played parts of the season on varsity as a freshman in 2022. It was a hard hit ball at the net. Tyler High asking if maybe that ball was deflected. And now the decision saying it was. So someone on the front line for the Lady Lobos got a piece of that. And Tyler High is ahead once again. But Cardenius playing pretty much a season and a half so far on varsity, much like her teammate in Jaslyn Duran. As that one finds the back right pocket. Point Longview, we're tied at 7. A lot of lead changes here early in set number 3. Looks like it's Layla Horton back to serve. Haven't seen a lot of her serving here yet tonight. Duran in the middle. Now a tapper, McLean, no mas. Back over, a spike. Karam, nice job by the Tyler High defense. McLean into the net, deflected, and it's down. 8-7 in favor of Tyler High as they're making a real run at this here in set number 3. You can almost see the growth in front of your eyes. It looks like a lot more of a vocal group here in set 3. A lot more energy on the floor and a lot more substitutions. Dawn Stewart, much like the players on her team, are trying to get to know her. She's trying to get to know them. Figure out the right combinations. Sent over here. Andrew Tubb with it. Now Sosa, and a net violation. So Tyler High now leads by a pair. 9-7 here as we near the middle of set number 3. Tubb at the net. Tyler High with it. Duran, Johnson, and there it is. Tubb tried to dig it out and dug it right off the back wall. So this is now the largest lead Tyler High has held at any point in 2+ sets here tonight. Leading 10-7, trying to get some momentum and avoid the sweep. Looked like maybe, well, Sosa's gonna serve anyway. She gets it over, dug out. Kayla Lewis, fight at the net. Who wins it? It is Longview. Tanasha Johnson. Actually, rather, they're gonna give the point to Tyler High. Official pointed the wrong way. 11-7 now. As Longview making some subs, trying to figure something out. Served over here by Tyler High. Free ball over by Addison Peegs. Now there's a sneak hit over by Duran. Recovered, though, by Longview. Setting up. Here's a cross-court hit by Hansen. Nothing out of it. Nice job by Duran to save it there. Duran to Johnson. Duran just hitting it over. Longview cycling. Here comes a hit from the right side and dug out again by Duran. Cardenas now over to Hambrick, and Hambrick with the point. Tyler High gets another one, and it is 12-7 Lady Lions here in set number 3, and Longview wants to talk it over. By far the best stretch going on right now of the night for the Lady Lions. It's 12-7 here in the middle of set number 3. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletic. We're back here from Tyler High School in the Rose City, East Texas. Reese Landon here with you. Play-by-play tonight between Tyler High and Longview's volleyball match. Sent over here, Tyler High enduring right now their best stretch of the night so far, but not that time. Longview with a quick point out of the break. Well, if you've been with us the whole way, you know Tyler High got off to a really tough start in set number 2. They're down 15-2. They outscored Longview 16-10 the rest of the set. It wasn't enough, but they took that here into set number 3, and they currently lead at 12-8. And really at no point in either of the first 2 sets did it ever feel like Tyler High had a chance to win it. This one, they really have a shot. Duran centers into the middle. Johnson with the spike at the net. Lead back up to 5, and you can tell Stewart's group is starting to believe just a little bit more. Alyssa Grissom checks out. Back in Kayla Lewis. Hambrick's going to drop back and hit this one. The senior. Right into the net. Point Longview. We've seen a lot of that on both sides here so far tonight, and you can really expect that in the first match that actually counts of the season. Working off some early rust. Still plenty bright outside. You can see the light poking in through the windows of the gymnasium here at CHS. It's still hot outside for me mostly, as there's a spike for Johnson and another point for the Lady Lions. They were not lying about the Texas summer, I will tell you that. I don't think I've endured more 100-degree days in my entire life than just this summer alone. So Tyler High will get it back. Down 2-0, trying to avoid the sweep and push it to a 4th set. Kilgore starting to work their way into the building. The Kilgore Lady Bulldog Red. They're not going to play until 6:30, but they're going to play against the same Longview team. Longview will get an hour break. And the nightcap at 7:30. Tyler High and Kilgore. We'll have that once again right here on Tyler ISD Athletics YouTube. Here's Natalie Garcia-Tilly hitting it over. A spike into the net, and Tyler High counters. Johnson, as well as a bit of Vega that time at the net. Really surprising Jaharia Hunter, who's had her way all night at the net, but not that time. Tyler High leading 15-9. You really start to wonder if this one is doable, as that one straight into the net. Kelly Johnson, the freshman, circling to get it. And it's a point for the Lady Lions. Ever since that 15-2 start in set 2, Tyler High has outscored this Longview team 32-19. Some miscommunication on the back line. Corralled now, and there's Johnson at the net again. Oh my goodness. Well, you rarely see a team grow up during the game, but it feels like Tyler High has gotten way better as this thing is going along. A lot more communication. Right side, and you want to talk about communication. There's some miscommunication from Longview. It is 18-9. Well, you thought with the point out of the timeout by Longview to cut it to 12-8, they might have a chance to get the momentum back, but ever since, it's a 6-1 Tyler High run. They've doubled the Longview score here in set number 3. Circling over, and a big-time hit from the left side. Trinity Jackson gets Longview into double digits. Backline again to Nasha Johnson, as she will get the ace. Sosa that time unable to get it. It is now 18-11. Well, if you're Stewart, you're trying to get your group as refocused as possible. You really want to get this set and avoid the sweep. It's not a district contest, but in your first game, certainly something to feel good about, as, wow, that was going to be a hit right into the net, but it looks like Tyler High had a violation of some sort on their side of the floor. Longview's taking a bit of momentum back. It is now 18-12. Vega, Johnson, Hambrick, Garcia, Tilley, Sosa, and Warren on the floor right now for Tyler High. Hambrick, Johnson, perfect play on the ball. She dinks out the defense. 2 Lobo defenders coming right near the net, and she just taps it over both of them. That's a senior making a senior play. As this one's hit straight into the net and almost grazed the head of Kaylin McLean. Substitutions fluttering in and out here for Longview. They've got some more underclassmen experience on the floor. Garcia, Tilley, Sosa, free ball over the net. Longview circling. Here's a tapper, and a nice play that time by Layla Horton, the senior. Gets the point. It is now 19-14 in favor of Tyler High. And we're going to have a timeout, and it looks like Tyler High is going to take this one. We'll take it with them. 19-14, third set here, and the Lions trying to avoid the sweep. You're watching Tyler High Volleyball right here on YouTube. We're back here out of the break. A bit delayed. Still 19-14 and now 19-15 as there's a double tap by Ryan Vega. So Longview has certainly started to close the gap. Tyler High led by as many as 9 here in set number 3. Garcia Tilley now into the middle. Hit off the net. Tyler High somehow is able to corral it. Longview set up, though, and they're going to get a point out of it. That's a really nice job. Trinity Jackson navigating that ball from the front of the left side to the front of the right side. Lead is dropped down to 3. Lady Lions desperately trying to hold on. Hambrick, McLean, too strong. Point Longview, and they have raced back. You know, you can really tell the experience and talent of a team that went 11-3 in the district last year. And they have now rallied off 8 of the last 9 total points. They got out of the game. Duran is back in. Duran near the net, tips it into the middle. Hard hit back over, Duran. Now over to Sanaya Warren. Nice job to dig it out by Longview's Audrey Orban. Now a hit from the right side is too strong from Layla Horton. And Tyler High finally stops that scoring stampede. 20-17. Longview trying to end it right here. Tyler High trying to go to another set. Duran gets it over into the middle, and a great job by Kaylin McLean. She has navigated that middle blocker position tonight. And that one looked really easy. It's been those soft touches, diking out the defense, that has really worked for her. It's 21-17. Orban, tapper over the net. Great job by Garcia Tilley dug that one out. Now a hit over. Hambrick does get that one. And a touch pass over. McLean, no mas. Back over Longview, dug out by, I believe, Hambrick. Yes, and Hambrick just wide. No, they're going to give her the points. Right on the edge of the line. And Latasia Hambrick maybe comes up with the play of the set. Oh, no, they're going to change it back over. So it's going to be a point for Longview after this. I thought that's what it was initially. I think the official just ruled the wrong way with her hand signal. So 21-18, Hambrick nearly with the play of the set. Dug it out and then nearly got the point herself. A tapper and a great job by the front of the net, Longview. Alyssa Grissom, Layla Horton that time playing it perfectly, and we're back down to a 2-point game. Both teams have a timeout. Doesn't look like we're going to get one, at least yet. We might get a sub. And we are going to get a sub. So Addison Peegs off the bench. The freshman will take the spot of Orban. Trinity Jackson will get it over for the Lady Lobos, and some miscommunication that time. Garcia Tilley, as well as Duran and McLean. We're not sure who was supposed to get that, and we are down to a 1-point set. Longview has stormed back. Tyler High led set 3, 18-9. We're down to just a single-point advantage. Here's McLean. Can't get it. Slow tapper into the middle, and Longview has tied it. How about this comeback? So the green and yellow have tied it for the first time since 4-4, and taking her final time out of the set is Dawn Stewart. 21-all. Set 3. Longview trying to sweep. Tyler High trying to stay alive. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. Back here as we get ready to finish off the third set. Longview furiously storming back. They've tied it. Into the game here is Mackenzie Callow. Caromed into the middle. Duran gets it over. Longview sets up. Here's a spike and a nice job by Duran. Keeps it alive. Longview Going for another, but they can't set it up correctly, and it's just a free ball. Duran, McLean in the middle. Longview circling, a quick tapper into the net, caromed around, and that is going to be a point for Tyler High. So the defense that time, pretty strong on both sides, until Longview with the slight mishap. New server, Marilyn Cardenas, just into the game. She checks in. Mackenzie Callow just checked in, checks right back out. Cardenas, it's it over. Trinity Jackson, now over on the wing, right in front of the net. A nice job on the touch pass, Layla Horton. Tied at 22. This has been a wild set number 3. And this one hit straight into the back of Alyssa Grissom. I had mentioned a couple of minutes ago, both teams had problems serving today. And there's just one of them. So Tyler High with the edge. Now remember, you got to win by 2. First to 25. And a point here will put the Lady Lions in great position. As, oh wow, we're gonna have a violation on Longview. So a violation defensively, and Tyler High gets the free point, and it's now a 2-point advantage. And upset is Chaka Jackson, who can't believe the call on the floor. The officials are going to stick with their call. Nothing changed, and Tyler High is going to serve. So this is it right here. And it appears we still have something going on. Trinity Jackson now talking with the far left side official. And both teams are going to meet and huddle up for a second as Jackson's still giving the official an earful on the right side. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout. No. There's seconds going off on the clock here. Anyway you slice it, 24-22, Tyler High, set point. The officials now over at the book. Now it looks like it's figured out. Okay, so we're going to get back to it. Longview, this is it right here. 24-22, the Lady Lobos trying to keep it alive, and they nearly don't, but barely dug out. Duran, touch into the net, point Tyler High, and they take set 3. Longview gave it a huge comeback, but Tyler High pulls away late, and they do not get swept here in set number 3. They take set 3. It is now 2-1 in favor of the Lobos as we get ready for set number 4. It's Longview 2, Tyler High 1. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. Well, we get ready to start set number 4 here from the Lions Den in Tyler, Texas. Longview and Tyler High. It's a 2-1 advantage for the Lady Lobos. Tyler High, after a couple of tough sets to start things, 25-11, 25-18 in favor of the green and yellow. They come back. They start off red hot, 18-9, leading in that third set. Longview with a huge comeback. They tied it. They never took the lead, though, and Tyler High pulled away very late in that set, winning it 25-22. I'm Reese Landon with Tyler ISD Athletics as we get ready for set number 4. Well, this is the first game for all the athletes, at least in the regular season here tonight. It's also the first game for me in quite some time, and I think I'm going to have to break out the halls, cough drops, whatever. I need to get the voice back and going. I'm not used to this schedule, so we'll see how I'm feeling on Thursday, but we got plenty more coming on Thursday from Legacy. 3 games as Longview starts it off with a point. I think that's honestly what a lot of people forget about when you think about broadcasting is the fact you really have to train your voice. And I haven't called a game since baseball ended back in late April. There's another point for Longview to start things off. Remember, after this, 7:30, Kilgore, Tyler High, right here on Tyler ISD Athletics. Here's a dig into the net, and Tyler High off to a rocky start here in set number 4. Working to get final scores, and we'll get those finals when we can. Both teams switching sides. First set number 4, Tyler High now on the north side of the gym, Longview on the south side. As Tyler High, some confusion around the net. They've had a lot of that here early in set 4, and too much on it. So a break there for the Lady Lion defense, who has been scrambled here early. Onto the floor for the first time tonight is Esmeralda Lozano, the senior, into the game. Hambrick to serve. She gets it over. Hambrick's kind of played everywhere here tonight, and there's a nice touch over the net. Harriet Hunter. So point Longview. It's now 4-1. Longview going for their 14th win in a row over Tyler High, and they're one point closer there. Now 5-1. Tyler High has not won in 13 tries coming in. It has been a long time since they've been able to defeat Longview. As a quick timeout here by Dawn Stewart, and that is going to take us to our first break of set number 4. Timeout, Tyler High, 5-1 Longview. You're watching Tyler ISD. Back here as we get ready to continue set number 4 here at the Lions Den, and Longview quickly with an ace. Sosa as well as Lozano running into each other that time, and an easy point for Longview. 6-1 here. Set number 4, but Tyler High looking to counter regardless of what happens in set number 4. Even if Tyler High loses, if you're Dawn Stewart, I think you have some building blocks from this contest. Set number 1 was kind of a wash. Tyler High really didn't do very many things well in set number 1. It was even worse to start out set number 2. It was 15-2 Longview at one point. As here's a hit into the middle. Circling, Hambrick now into the net. Nice job. Zanaya Johnson gets the point for the Lady Lions. But it was a disastrous start, 15-2 start for Longview. Tyler High, though, after that, although they lost the set, outscored Longview 16-10. Set 3, they go up big. Longview comes back. Tyler High holds on to win. So they really did good things in set 2, and especially set number 3 with the win over a good Longview team. That one's into the net. 7-2 now. Remember, coming up at 7:30, Kilgore and Tyler High, and that one should be a pretty decent game, at least on paper. Kilgore and Tyler High both struggled a year ago. And it looks like a match. Both teams are kind of evenly squared up. Longview with another point. 8-2. The Kilgore Reds still making their way into the gymnasium. Some Longview green, some Tyler High blue. It's now 8-2. That score on your screen is now correct. Hambrick, Zanaya Johnson tips at the net. Johnson lost her footing, and Johnson went over the black center line. 9-2. Well, this start has a lot of feeling of both sets 1 and 2. I said at the start of set number 3, Tyler High, in order to have a chance in the set, they can't fall behind big early. Well, they didn't. They kept it very close early. They pulled away big time near the middle, got close again, but they ended up winning the set. Set number 4 has not been as successful, especially early. As that one just did not have enough on it. Trinity Jackson tried the quick hit over the net, but it fell short. It's 9-4. Remember, if Tyler High somehow comes back and wins this, we'll go to set 5. That one will be just up to 15 points. Here's a tough carom for the Longview defense as they're scrambling around, but the free ball, they reclaim it. Touch, and right into the net. Layla Horton hit that one into the net. Well, Trinity Jackson had the one last go around that just barely missed the net. This one hit the net. Johnson back to serve. She gets it over. Mackenzie Callow, a nice dig. Johnson, free ball over. Into the middle. Touch. Callow keeps it alive. Zanaya Johnson keeps it alive. And a great job by the Tyler High defense. McLean gets it over. And now Longview, with Tyler High scrambling around, gets the point. Defense has looked much better. I think that's the biggest improvement. That in the middle block game, able to win a lot more contests at the net. But the defense in set 1 really was just like Swiss cheese. Set 4, a lot tighter. So now 10-5 in favor of Longview. Tyler High fighting to keep this one alive. McLean over the net, into the middle. Longview able to keep it. And a nice touch hit, but into the net. There's Layla Horton. Jaslyn Duran getting ready to check back in for Ryan Vega. Duran's done a nice job as a sub here tonight. The junior playing in that center position. Has some lineage within Tyler ISD. Has a sibling that'll be a freshman this year at Tyler High, as there's an error on Longview. Now 10-7. Also has a sibling that attends Griffin Elementary within Tyler ISD. Duran back to hit again. Dug out. In the middle, Hambrick fires it up. Now Duran, right back to Hambrick. Tipped around to the net. Hambrick keeps it alive. A couple of Lady Lions on the floor. They can't reclaim it, but a great job by the 4 remaining to keep it alive. And then Hambrick into the net. That one never felt right. Hambrick and Sanaya Warren were completely interlocked on the floor. It was basically 6-on-4 for a number of seconds. By the time they got back up, they were all scrambled and couldn't get it together. Kenzie Callow, now Duran, Spike McLean, and she got it to go. 11-8 in favor of Longview. Well, now out goes Sanaya Warren, and out goes Mackenzie Callow. It'll be Marilyn Cardenas just back in the game as she gets it over, and Longview counters. 12-8. Remember, Thursday we'll have the Tyler ISD Invitational action at Tyler Legacy. 3 games in that one. Those games 12, 2, and 5. You can find that right here on Tyler ISD Athletics. Yes, we will have noon volleyball on a Thursday, as well as 2 o'clock, and then 5. As that one hit into the floor. 13-8 Longview. So if you're in the office, if you're on lunch break, whatever, you can flick the game on and watch us live. Brownsboro and Tyler Legacy will start that one out. We might have some action on Friday and Saturday as well, but that's still to be determined, whether it'll be at Tyler High or Tyler Legacy. It will be volleyball, we know that. Nice job by Longview to keep that one alive. That's Alyssa Grissom digging that out. Duran, Cardenas. Hambrick hits it into the net, and Longview hits it right back. 14-8. It's been a game of runs so far, or a set of runs, I should say, and gonna have a timeout on the floor. Tyler High will take their final timeout of the set. 14-8. You're watching Tyler High Volleyball right here on YouTube. Back here as we start set number 4 once again. 14-8 Longview. Reese Landon with Tyler ISD Athletics. Here's a tip near the net. Hambrick trying to keep it alive and can't. 15-8. So Tyler High is now out of timeouts after taking their final of the set. It's been a set of runs. Longview charged out to a 9-2 lead to start things. Cardenas. Hambrick, McLean at the net, and point Tyler High. McLean working well in front of that net here tonight. 15-9. 9-2 to start for Longview. Then Tyler High made it 9-7. And Longview increased their lead before the timeout, and we stand right here 15-9. Trinity Jackson, tip over the net. Nice job, Cardenas, to dig it, but it's too far. 16-9. Another substitution. Kelly Johnson, the freshman, back into the game for Longview. As Hambrick diving on the floor just to keep that one alive. Full extension, but can't. 17-9. It's looking like Longview is going to pull away in this one. Time is shrinking fast on the Lady Lions. Duran, Zanaya Johnson, and going to her is never a bad idea, especially in the middle going downhill. Tyler High's in double digits, 17-10. Hambrick gets it over. Back on the Tyler High side of things, Hambrick, Anaya Johnson again, and what a save by Longview. That's Trinity Jackson going down to the floor. Hambrick, Johnson again, and you can't give her one opportunity, much less two opportunities. Point Tyler High. So she gets the chance at redemption there. Makes good on it. There's a fast serve by Hambrick. And Tyler High wins the battle at the net. 17-12. This is a pesky group that Dawn Stewart has. No quit, and they seemingly never go away. And Johnson gets 3 in a row for the Lady Lions. Actually, counted 4 in a row. Jackson had to dig it out and just get it back over, and unfortunately for Longview, she hit it right at Tyler High's best threat in front of the net. Hambrick back to serve. Right in the blue paint, where she'll probably make a lot of shots this year for the Tyler High girls basketball team, who did not lose a game last year in the district. And they won every game by at least 12 points. They did not play a single-digit victory district game last year. She was a big player on that team. Trinity Jackson corrals it. Touch pass on the net. Nice job to dig it out by Tyler High. Anaya Hansen that time. Hansen into the net, and point for Longview. So Longview stops the mini 4-0 scoring run. Longview to serve. Tanasha Johnson gets it over. Hambrick. Fight in front of the net, and a win that time by Tyler High. Anaya Johnson that time. She was outnumbered on that side of the net, but reached the arms over and got into the floor. 18-14. Here's Natalie Garcia-Tilley. Gets it over into the middle. Tyler High's got it. Johnson, now a hit back near the back right corner, and a diving attempt by Sosa, can't get it. That increases the lead, 19-14. Quick sub. Grissom back in. Takes the place of Kayla Lewis. Serve over, Garcia-Tilley, Hambrick, Johnson, and Johnson gets the kill. 19-15, Tyler High just refuses to go away. They were down 7 early. They were down 6 very recently, and now it's just 4. Slight tip over the net. Nice job on the diving attempt, but unable to corral it. Garcia-Tilley, 20-15. The net, right side, tough hit, great dig as Garcia-Tilley hits it straight into the ceiling, actually. Not a super high ceiling here. That's why they call it the Lion's Den. 21-15. Well, time is certainly not on the side of the Lady Lions right now, trailing 21-15. They're going to have to go on a run pretty much now if they want to have a chance to send this to a 5th set. And it's not coming right there. Miscommunication at the net. 22-15. Vega, Hambrick. And there's a point. I believe the first points of the night for Kamani Rollins. Senior. 22-16. To serve Duran. Gets it over. Nice job by Duran to get to it. And just too much on that from the front line that time. Caleb McLean's had a lot of success with the tips over the net. That one tries to go back corner and can't get it. Still waiting on an update from the game between Tyler Legacy and Gilmer. As there's a nice job by Hambrick, hitting it straight into the back right corner, and this time unable to corral it, Layla Horton. 23-17. Score now updated. Longview 2 points away from finalizing this one. Kilgore and Longview next, and then Tyler High and Kilgore to close out the night. Duran to serve. Or rather, Cardenas will serve. Cardenas gets it over. Longview's defense has it. A spike and a great job that time by Sosa to keep it alive. Tyler High playing under man as Hambrick hits the floor, and then a nice job at the front. Trinity Jackson gets the point for Longview, and we are at match point. 24-17. One more will win it for the Lady Lobos. Tyler High trying to scrap and claw and stay alive. Lissa Grissom will hit it over. Into the middle, Cardenas. Now Duran and cross court. Just inbounds. And Tyler High will stay alive. That was right on the edge and just inside that left sideline. 24-18. Sosa to hit it. Gets it over cleanly. Jackson over on the wing, hitting it in the middle. Tyler High keeps it alive. Duran back over. Here's Johnson, gets it over. Now over on the wing, Jackson tip at the net that time as it goes back to Zanasha Jackson, and it is point Tyler High. So they're sticking around as they have all night. This has not been an easy one for Longview. You might have thought that way after a set and a half, but a switch got flipped. Touch over the net. Great job by Tyler High to keep it alive, but unfortunately, they won't be able to get it back over. The hit by Johnson falls short, and Longview is going to take this one in 4 sets. Our final here tonight between Longview and Tyler High, it is 3-1 in the advantage of Longview, but Tyler High really did make it interesting. They even won the third set. They made set 2 interesting. They made set 4 interesting. A 3-1 or 3 sets to 1 set victory tonight for Longview over Tyler High. Remember, Kilgore and Longview is next, and then after that, the nightcap, Tyler High and Kilgore. That is at 7:30 right here on Tyler High ISD Athletics. You can click right here in our channel to find that game. Until then, I'm Reese Landon saying so long here from the Lions Den. See you again at 7:30 for Tyler High and Kilgore.